So when we look at optimal reference ranges for men and testosterone, guess how many studies there are for men? 20,000, say, just for that area, just to determine what the optimal testosterone range is for them. So what about estrogen and women, and what is her optimal estrogen levels for women? There's 900 actually for estrogen. But then when we look at progesterone, there are only 5 papers, 5 in like the entire world, on progesterone and what an optimal level is for a woman. Like 5. So, and these were not done in the US. These are all done in like the UK, Canada. None of the, like, we have literally not, like, completely ignored a woman's hormone, like the hormone that is arguably like essential for life, right? It's like goes up to 300,000 picograms per milliliter during pregnancy. This is like a hormone that is arguably the most abundant and important hormone in a woman. It's atrocious. It's embarrassing. We have made more progress in transgender medicine than we have for women aged 30 to 50. So this age group, right? We know the extremes. We know menopause and we know pregnancy, we know puberty, but women aged 30 to 50 have been extremely ignored, like in terms of their hormone health. It could be systemic that we've ignored hormones in women. It could also be because we have birth control in the mix. So like pharmaceutical companies have made a fake hormone. It's called progestin. And everybody thinks it's progesterone, but it's not. Like birth control is not our hormone. And then all the studies are done on progestin, right? So we have thousands of studies on progestin, which is a pharmaceutical drug. It's not our natural hormone and what a natural, healthy state of a fertile 30 or 28-year-old woman should be, right? Like we don't know that. It's just we have all these papers on progestin, which is not a real hormone. And so this birth control and women taking on this burden of birth control or whatever, this is like what's in the mix that's really confusing the climate, the atmosphere, like kind of the waters. It's muddying the waters for us to understand hormones because we take birth control. Pharmaceutical companies have intentionally called it progestin, which is very close to progesterone. It's derived from spironolactone or testosterone or different things. It's a true pharmaceutical drug. We've made a lot of gains for women with birth control, but birth control is not liberating women, is making them sick, right? So birth control does the exact opposite of hormones. It stops the production of your natural hormone, right? So that means that your hormones are going from like normal to 0 when you take birth control. And that's what makes you infertile, right? That's what makes you stop ovulating. That's what causes you to have a birth control effect. So it doesn't give you more hormones. It actually stops the production of your hormones. And virtually every woman has side effects: anxiety, depression, bloating, fatigue, headache. But mostly the mental health stuff is huge for women. They have suicidal thoughts. They feel like they're going crazy. And it's because they have lost their own hormones. And women and doctors will just like say, oh, some women can't handle hormones, which just drives me crazy. You know, doctors will be like, you just can't handle the hormones. And it's like, no, they just can't handle the fact that you took away all of their hormones. Like you literally took away like all of their support, which is progesterone, which we have this very complicated neuroendocrine system. We need progesterone to like literally have a healthy mental state. And doctors like, we don't understand this, how hormones are connected. And so birth control is literally, it's making women sicker.